Hello BookTube, it is the Mad Mystical Monk here. Today I'm going to discuss a nightmare situation that I went through about 1.5 to 2 years ago. And trust me, it was a nightmare. I moved into an apartment building in a very disreputable part of the town I lived at the time. And being at the time, there was a huge insect problem worldwide. I had about 1,500 books. That's why you usually don't see me with a huge stacks behind me of like random books, because the entire building was infested with bed bugs. And I'm talking completely disgusting nightmare situation. The only books I have left from that situation are on my Kindle, because you know it's hard for zeros and ones to get insects unless it's a virus. It was extremely expensive. I had to throw out all my books, all my furniture. I literally had to get rid of everything that an insect could live in, which means no paper products, nothing with fabric or upholstery. All my journals ended up having to be baked, and I didn't want to have to bake 1,500 books. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to have all that time to bake that. I think it ended up costing my landlord in total over like $4,800 to have the entire building treated. And that's not including the expenses that went into replacing all the stuff that had to be thrown away. Yeah. I mean, I had collected Star Wars books going back to the early 70s. Well, from like the original book novelization, A New Hope, to probably 2016, 2017. I had several complete series, and they're impossible to get now. I had decks and decks of tarot cards, which, if you're familiar with that, they usually don't stay in print for more than about a year or two, and then afterwards, the price shoots up to like $800 a deck. Yeah, my favorite deck at the time I had was Sacred Sites Tarot, and it's completely gone. And you know, ebooks are hard to destroy unless you personally delete them. This is kind of the reason why I personally would rather not have a million hard copies of anything, any written words. I do own paper books now, but I'm extremely careful about how I treat them. It was literally a general nightmare. I hope this doesn't happen to anyone else who loves to read, because I had so many to-be-read books in my pile. I can't even remember every one of the books. So it's like, damn. Especially because a lot of these books were from my early to mid-childhood, and, you know, you can't replace those. I mean, I could buy a new copy of the book, but the book I had at the time, like, for instance, I was reading the Fate of the Jedi series when my mom passed. I never completed reading that book in some way in my conscious mind as a way to honor my mother, and that book's gone. All these books are gone, and it's absolutely awful. So in reality, you need to be careful about where you go and what you bring into your home, and we're pretty much where you choose to live at this point. Because when I was a kid, I'm like, good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. I mean, I never even heard of them. Really, I'd always thought it was like a nursery rhyme, a myth, or a fable. But no, just so happens that they happen to be real, and they're completely disgusting parasites that just about any single person can get, regardless. You have to be careful who you invite in your homes too, because people have a tendency not to mention such things. Okay, everybody. Mad Mystical Monk signing off. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and would like to see future content. I don't know what that is. Auf Wiedersehen.